Get wrecked, China.
Get wrecked, China. Actually, for real this time, get wrecked.
Yeah.
We never meant it any of the other time.
But now it's actually getting wrecked by their own people.
Yes. Good job.
There are mass protests in China about COVID lockdowns.
Turns out people don't like to be forced to stay in their home for 3 years. Who would have thought this would cause unrest? And the economy is not doing well. There was a fire that really tipped off all these protests, which are truly brave people in China because they track, as we covered last week or 2 weeks ago, they track everything, and you have a vaccine passport basically that once it turns red, you can't go anywhere. They're getting tested like every day in some regions in China still.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And this is why zero COVID is failing, and the Chinese Communist Party's government is in quite a quandary, because if they do kind of let it burn through the population, much like we did here in America, people are going to die, probably millions, because there's over 1 billion people there, or they have to lock everybody back up and weld them into their houses, which seems to be the route they're probably going to take, instead of admit that zero COVID is a failure. The CCP needs to just hold out for another 6 months so they can get a hold of that Neuralink implant. I'm sure Elon will give them a deal to keep all those Tesla factories going. They'll be like, take it. Yeah, it was messed up too. Like Apple turned off AirDrop, so that was the way the protesters were sharing information to get around all of the censoring. So clearly Apple cares more about profits than free speech. I know you're all shocked.
These corporations.
What? Shocked to hear about. Some of the things the protesters are saying, where they're calling for Xi to step down, calling for the party to step down. It's crazy. It takes a lot to make the Chinese rowdy and act out.
Yeah.
So this is pretty unprecedented.
It
was crazy to have like Iran, Russia, and China all seeing this backlash to their dictatorships all at the same time. There's so much pushback. And I'm unfortunately think like evil is going to win, because most corporations will turn the other cheek and most governments aren't going to do anything. And I don't know that they should, because I'm not an expert. So unfortunately, we have to like sit back and watch while
people fighting for freedom get silenced.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It is awful. And I know that there's a lot of like anti-war people in the community who will be like, this was why America shouldn't be the police. And I'm not saying we should be. I'm just saying from a human perspective, it's weird to sit back and have to just watch this and be like, oh, well, good luck.
Yeah.